none of you have the wherewithal to challenge me. No one? Really? None of you want to be the stepping stone for my greater good? How sad and pathetic. I told you exactly what will happen if you ignore me, but you chose to anyways. So now I have to come for one of you at random. The first person I see is getting brained with this baseball bat, and this will keep happening until I find a fucking...
I applaud your enthusiasm, but there's been a change of plans, Wilson. I've cancelled your singles match tonight.
You what?
Now don't worry. You will still be able to crush whoever is put in front of you, but tonight is going to be more targeted. You will be joining me in the Trios tournament to reclaim the gold that is rightfully ours.
You did. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's really fine. We've always had each other's backs, Azir. I know that I have said that VIP is a business, but the truth is, I still see you as my brother. My family. In the absence of my father, you were always my greatest support. I love you, and I'll do whatever it takes to help you.
I will admit over the years that I too have come to see VIP as a family. Especially you, Wilson. I knew from the moment I met you backstage at Flashbang that you were above all of these pathetic lowborns. All you needed was the opportunity to show it. Now look at you. You've held multiple titles, and you crush whoever dares to challenge you. I'm proud of you, and everything you've accomplished. So, shall we add one more accomplishment to the list, brother?
Of course. It's finally time for VIP to get exactly what it deserves.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Multiverse Nexus Wrestling Warzone. I'm your host, General Manager Jerry Aldini, and with me, as always, are Michael Montoya and Pete McPherson.
Hello.
How's it going?
And we have a hell of a show. As you heard, we are going to be seeing VIP in trios action against an opponent. The team they're going to face is worthy of VIP's stature, shall we say. As we are waiting to hear the announcement from the administration as to who will be the team to go to Multivania and face AAA. And so the looks like something has overridden our social media display device. Looks like appearing on our screen is a message from Dr. Grimm. There are approximately 1,010,300 words in the English language, but I could never string enough words together to properly explain how much I want to hit you all with a chair. So I'm going to let my device show you. The device will remain on for the entirety of this week's show. It does feel weird. It kind of felt...
I feel radio in my teeth.
When we opened the show, it kind of felt, I don't know, weird?
Radioactive.
Yeah, and now I can't make and it's not going away.
Yeah, is that the reason our monitors aren't working?
Possibly. Hang on, it's all chaos and everything is weird.
If I hit it hard enough, Jerry, do you think that works?
If I hit you hard enough, will you work?
Now, boys.
I am insulted, sir.
Do not make me turn this show around.
I will twizzle your twazzle.
By the way, while we're trying to see how to get those ominous words from Dr. Grimm off our screen, just want to point out we are going to actually see Dr. Grimm in action That's right, singles action with Dr. Grimm, because somebody decided he needed a match. I didn't actually make this match. I remember when I was in charge of booking. Remember those days, guys?
It's so weird. Yeah, I figured, you know, you remember those days when you were a manager? Remember that, Aldini?
I mean,
remember that?
There we go. Hey, look, I got control of my stuff again. All right, you know what? Oh, speaking of which, all right, guys, we're gonna. You know what? Speaking of the administration, we're about to.
Oh, we hearing from the real bosses to start off the show.
Oh, Michael. You know what? Let's just go to ringside. It's registered Anon. Oh, he's got a microphone. All right.
Oh boy.
Here we go. How are you all today? It's me, Registered Anon, your HR representative, speaking on behalf of the administration. Oh, we got all kinds of news for you folks. First off, some very important news about the Unified Tag Team title. Ooh, yeah, they need contenders. Though, and I got the perfect contenders. We're not going to have a tournament. No, we already know who's going to face them because somebody's already earned the opportunity. Because, you see, the Outlaws never really got that fair shake they were supposed to have for the belts back at Future Shock. So we are now naming the Outlaws the #1 contenders for the All Odds Unified Tag Team Championships. We will have that match in the very near future. Congratulations, Theron and CJR. But there's other things. People have been asking me, Anon, why are you pushing the main man to be the #1 contender for the Heavyweight Championship? Well, you see, it's simple, folks. The main man, Big Papa Plutonium, is almost Triple Crown champion. He has won titles that no longer exist. He has won everything that is possible on this show, but the biggest belt of them all. But that's not all. No, that's not all. It's very simple, you see. I am the head of Human Resources. And currently, our champion, Zacko Duo, the ace of MNW, as he likes to call himself. Well, he's a lot of things, but human isn't one of them. And even though Big Papa Plutonium is radioactive and somewhat undead, he is still human. And HR wants to put the H back in Human Resources. And we want to give a human a crack at getting those belts and bringing them back to the flesh and blood that it belongs. So, yes, that's why I'm doing it. It's just to set what's wrong right. That's what the administration is here to do, after all. I hope you all understand. It's not personal against you, Zacko. You're just not our kind of person. That's the man you're supporting right there, huh, Michael?
Yeah, I take it back. What the? We're bees, Anon! Bees! There's a shark backstage! What are you? You creepy, vent-crawling hobbit? What are you to say? The robots are nice sometimes. There are people who can stand on walls! God damn it!
You know, Michael, I knew in the end you wouldn't disappoint me, and I'm proud of you right now.
There are bees, Jerry!
There are bees.
They come to our show!
And one of them won a great triple threat match last week. I mean, it's, you know, that bee is an excellent part of our roster.
And werewolves.
The bee was the line.
And there's a really big sheep over there at Flashbang.
And you
A
know,
couple of them.
tweeting out on social media, Sir Uncle Dunk, what is even the point of anyone coming, of anyone of us coming to work if this clown can pick who he wants for the titles without doing anything? Sir Uncle Dunk, you make an excellent point. I'm agreeing with you. Just mark that on the calendar. I'm agreeing with Uncle Dunk. Also from Flashbang, the Sandman tweeting out, did anyone else bullshit detector just go off? Mine broke. I mean, fair.
Listen, that one hit me so hard I started caring about people, so I'm gonna have to kill that part of me real quick.
Right. And the janitor tweeting out, that's it, I'm done with this blatant favoritism, the meddling in workers' lives, and the racism on display. It's time for me to call for the one thing that can stop this, union. I mean, I would expect, you know what? I would expect nothing less from the janitor.
Five-letter word.
You know, the man who represents the common man. There you go. Oh, and Sasquatch Wing is tweeting out on social media, if outlaws want fair shot, then they'll have one, though I doubt they'll let it be fair match. On other note, this one did say non-human resources have grievances. That why. I mean, that's true. Does this mean he doesn't because Sasquatch is a Sasquatch? Oh, and we're getting a message from another part of human resources, HR Sawyer, but it's just a voicemail of him groaning and grumbling. It's and then we've got and the nicest of ice, Nice Ice. Did someone say union?
Oh God.
And then also we have tweeting out on social media, Carcharodon. I'm part human, Mike. Fair. Hey,
I went to bat for you, you little shit. Okay.
We'll be hearing from Carcharodon later on in the show, but for right now, after all that, I understand you're heated. I understand this is an emotional moment for everyone.
Jerry, I passed you a note.
That's okay. Hang on. I don't see anything on this.
Pass you a note.
Oh, that. We'll get to.
We have a commercial break.
When we have we'll get to that in a minute. Meanwhile, we got to get into in-ring action and this match. Well, this match, let's just say we had a recent match that ended one way, but the combatants. This is going to be one of those things. And rather than explain it here, let's let them explain it themselves with in-ring action.
Let's head down to ringside for your opening event. I'm fine now.
Oh, how are you? Oh, and everyone was told they were already in the ring. It's DJ Milzner and Depth Charge.
Yeah, no, forgoing their entrances, just getting right down to it. Depth Charge showing off the power right off the bat here.
So these two had a recent matchup, and Depth Charge won, but there was so much going on. They've already faced each other in multi-man matches so often that they both asked for a rematch. So this is going to become a series.
Oh yeah, these two wanting to see.
And not just any series.
Who's got the power?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to now become, they asked for a best of 5.
Ooh. There's the 3 wins here today. This match is going to set the tone for this series.
Yeah, I just want to point out, the last time we had a best of 5 was Beowulf and Sergeant Major Payne. And Beowulf ended up winning Rookie of the Year partially off of that. And let's just say there's going to be developments on the Beowulf front today.
I hope so.
Because in our main event, it is a fatal 4-way to face Kane for the Nexus Titan Championship. And I will tell you right now, one of those 4 is the myth made flesh.
Oh, well, there we go. Oh, and there we go in the ring. slamming him off the buckle. Into a slam right there into the middle of the ring.
Early pin, yeah.
You know, depth charge, hard hitting as ever. Wanting to do as much damage as possible 100% of the time. What a violent powerhouse is this man. Former member of Nakama Worldwide. They're taking on a veteran, DJ Milzner. Beautiful cross body there. Off the ropes right in the middle. Wouldn't want to take that man's abdomen just running straight at you. And getting hit with a truck. Swing and a miss there. Russian leg sweep. DJ Milzner taking advantage of veteran experience. Kick to the leg.
He is, again, many accolades to DJ Milzner. He is one of our more storied competitors.
There we go, going for the pin. Good hook of the leg. Perhaps a little close to the ropes in the corner. No, Milzner kicking out at 2. Does seem even early. Oh, there's that sea brine. Oh God, I could smell it.
It is disturbing, but we had it tested. It's non-toxic.
Right. All right, going for the pin attempt again.
Well, non-toxic. It's salty.
That indeed it is. That indeed it is.
Here, okay, hang on. Here, I've answered your note.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Oh, the DJ's going upstairs. Boy. And he's going to drop down. Bass drop.
Bass drop. Raise the roof, folks. And it's a 1, 2, 3. He's got it.
And your winner, DJ Milzner.
And there he has it. That starts it off. They are 1 each. Oh, hey. Okay.
Perhaps show respect.
You know, they kind of did this last time. They want to see who's the best, but apparently depth charge, gracious in defeat.
Wait a minute. I have a theory here, Jerry. Do you think he's replacing one helmeted friend with another? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Jerry.
That's
I think he's looking for new helmet friend. That's my running theory.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe?
I'm just saying, maybe he's looking for new helmet friend. You know, you never know.
It's possible. Hang on a second. Well, while we are debating that, there's a lot of discussion right now on social media. It's just blowing up. And first off, from over on Flashbang, Leonel Matrix is tweeting out the, this was before my time, but back on Flashbang, my partner Rabbit got sacked as a GM for less. Perhaps it's time for the people of Warzone to start a petition of their own. I'm unsure what you're saying, Leonel. I'm the general manager, although I right now being overridden a lot by the administration. What was he saying? I feel like I should be offended. Also, speaking of the administration, our head of legal, Gorwheel, tweeting out, well, I'm not going to leave the office for a while. Not after that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have tweeting out the constant nightmare Constantinople. I mean, you all are already part of a union. I'm a card-carrying member of the Mad Science Monsters Union. I've heard about that. That's like the creations part of that. And then finally, our head of finance, Forrest Wade, tweeting out, "My door is open, folks. Let's talk." Because, you know, he's a nice guy. You know, we were talking earlier, you were saying some stuff about Carcharodon.
I was.
Anyway, we're going to hear from, there were some recent instances in the Marianas Trench. Why don't we go to the news footage of that right now?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Marshall Clarkson reporting live from the Mariana Trench, where just 72 hours ago, a submarine earthquake on the scale previously unseen occurred, clocking in a massive 12.5 on the Richter magnitude scale. It was the largest earthquake ever recorded, far eclipsing the previous holder of that record, the Great Chilean Earthquake in 1960, which was a 9.5, bizarrely enough. This earthquake does not seem to be the result of tectonic movement, but purposely engineered by a person. The highly acclaimed and respected marine biologist and wrestler, Professor Michael Tiberius Fisher, also known by his in-ring monkey of Carcharodon, has since claimed to be behind this event. His exact motivations are unknown, but he has since assured us that, quote, "This is just the beginning. Although this will be the only event of such a magnitude required for my plan, they'll all see," which has raised many questions among both his peers and the wider population. We will report further on the events as they unfold. This is Marshall Clarkson, signing out.
So, you're asking various things. I'm saying, how many supervillains are on my roster? I mean, I knew Carcharodon was a shark demon human hybrid, but now he's... Do I need to call in?
Do you have like super soldiers, Jerry?
Well, I mean,
invest in super soldiers.
At this point, I feel like I need to call in Daverman, Mega Blitz X, and perhaps Jake and Jiff. Get all of Jiff, who we're going to see in action later today. At everyone, but Frank, at this point, I'm like, I'm going to wait and see. I mean, it's not like he actually, you know, we have other things we got to deal with. Like
we have other things we have to deal with, other people we have to hear from.
That's right. In fact, somebody who wants to address various, you know what? We're just going to go to ringside.
We have someone to hear from.
We do
today. Let's head down to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's our newest roster member, Jaunt Tristam.
You know, MNW, fewer things in life are finer than a casual glass of red and engaging with conversation with a partner. But 4 pins and a showcase victory still tastes so sweet. It's true. I have fought my fair share of tough opponents. I have had my partner to thank for that. He's a real reliable fellow, and he taught me that in wrestling. You have to go for the throat. I've done this before with Hyrold, Maximilian, and now Labris. How does that saying go? Grab the bull by its horns? Or Minotaur in this case. All for the small, albeit unsightly price of my blood. My blood. So no, I do not find anything unusual with that match, save for the fact that Labris was there to begin with. But a win is a win. So thank you for booking that dangerous match. For now, a little rest and recuperation is earned. I shall be celebrating with my own circle at the Crimson Cabaret. And remember, our ladies' night is always on Saturdays. And, All-Father, don't keep me waiting too long. The roster may be filled with legends like yourself, but the lives of legends are prey to the ambitious. the ambitious, quite like myself. So if you continue to keep me waiting, I'm only gonna continue to become a tougher and tougher opponent with more time to prepare. So, stop by the cabaret, see a show or two, but Allfather, just know, I am prepared.
Well, there you have it. Jaunt Tristam, first off, addressing that unique finish to last week's showcase with Labris. Labris seemed just frozen. I mean, couldn't tell why. I don't know if he was in awe, if he was... I don't know what was going on. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know what was going on.
No clue. Maybe we'd have to get someone on that, but Jaunt Tristam did take that match.
He did. Meanwhile, Carcharodon tweeting out, "Nobody got hurt, can't sue me." I mean, that's...
He preceded that with, ha 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 ha.
I always worry when somebody types out laughter, because it's like,
yeah.
And then also, hey, you were just speaking in their defense, Buck Bumble. So this is the game we're going to play, Anon, a game where you alienate all the non-human members of the roster to further whatever agenda your administration has. Never have I been more disappointed in another wrestler as I have been you. Oh no, he is upset the Latino bee. That's not good, folks. The bees. Don't upset the bees.
And then somehow gave off bad vibrations from a different location.
Then, I mean, even Flashbang is taking notice. Rico Rose, did Mr. Anon know that one of his administration pals was on Flashbang last night? Just asking for reason. It was really weird last night over on Flashbang, I'm going to be honest. Graven Allen challenged Ginger Boy. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't. What?
Yeah, no, the Chocolate Zombie. Called out the Mad Lad of London. Now, they'd faced each other before in significant matches back during Ginger Boy's... in fact, they were in that match together for the first ever holder of the Flashbang World Heavyweight Championship. So that's developed. And of course, everyone's trying to figure out what's going on with Apex coming over here to attack the Outlaws. It's crazy. And
when are these wrestlers going to learn to keep their fingers in their own pies?
Meanwhile, we have our next match coming up. Before we get there, though, we have to hear from some of the participants. So first off, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the meeting room of Blood Money.
Faction meeting! Faction meeting! Blood Money assemble!
Can we please make this quick? I was in the middle of writing my 19th complaint to Crap column about the Mega Man Battle Network collection not being released yet.
This is more important than your cartoons, Butler. This administration is ruining Blood Money's goals left and right. First, they ruin our chances for the tag belt by letting the Outlaws compete. Now they're cancelling the Trios tournament, likely so they can put their own team in. Anon must still be upset at me after I stole the vacation budget last year.
MNW has a vacation budget?
We had one. It went into my third yacht.
Hey, I'm all for it. Anon has been pissing me off for a while now. The only thing I'm worried about is that this will kill our chances at getting the #1 contendership for the Trios belts.
If Aldini is put back in charge of booking, that won't be an issue. In fact, he might return a favor in exchange for a helping hand with this tussle with Anon.
Alright, now we're talking. What do you want me to do, boss? Rearrange soy circuits? Pirate Outlaws mixtape? Still go Wheels Law degree?
No, we must be discreet. We openly act against Anon, and our chances in the Trios tag are done. We'll play the cooperative sort for the administration for now, though I can find a way to discreetly send help to anyone who wants Anon's head.
Man, that sounds boring. Hey Butler, I heard Anon thinks Final Fantasy X is the worst in the franchise.
Sudran Vilgan, Fridra Vilg Windbraga Hova Puite Yehotrak.
Why did you say that?
And we'll get him mad. See you Saturday, boss.
I can't believe I'm saying this. Aldini, if this ever reaches you and you need, I don't know, name and amount of money, give me a call.
I appreciate the support, but I am a professional and cannot be swayed by bribery.
Jerry, take the money, Jerry.
Anyway.
Jerry, take the money.
You know, we have somebody else we have to hear from before we get into this next match. It's a special announcement from Jiff.
Oh, God. What, they send in a cassette tape again?
You know what? Just press play.
Oh, God, it is a cassette tape. Okay.
From this very moment on, starting right now, with all of our 3 members, right now, in this very moment, this is the beginning of Jiff introducing our 3rd member. Oh, my head.
Hello? Seth, are you... You alright?
Oh, God.
Too much coffee.
I can't feel my ass.
So, yeah, with that, we're about to go down for trios action. So you know what that means?
We're gonna find out who the newest member of Jiff is?
That's right.
Oh, boy.
The following is a 6-man tag match scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, Blood Money!
Here comes one of the most savvy investors, one of the highest rollers in all of MNW, Sir Uncle Dunk, along with Mr. Butler and the delinquent Nakano Kirishima.
That's right, and there is going to be trios action today, folks. We've got this match, and as we said, VIP will be in trios action later today, facing an opponent, a team worthy of their stature. But in the meantime, speaking of stature, I mean, Blood Money has been showing a lot of in-ring savvy, which you'd expect being led by a veteran by Uncle Dunk. But Uncle, you don't have to keep bribing people. I know we can do the right thing without money.
Hey, Uncle, call me. I will help. Wink.
This is why I don't let you book anymore.
Just one time. Come on.
And introducing their opponents. Coming first to the ring, Seth Justice Jackson.
Seth Jackson. Now, as he put it, he is still investigating the table situation. He has been in close conversations with McMorgan. They feel they have narrowed it down. And at this stage, McMorgan's answer to Seth was, "Thanks, boyo, I'll take it from here."
So they figured out, we're not going to figure out who it was?
Well, as they put it, somebody pointed something out to Seth in ring recently that has put Seth on a new avenue of investigation, Mr. Michael Montoya.
So I was right. Okay, good.
All I'm saying is McMorgan will be another of the participants in our main event Fatal 4-Way. But first, let the announcer.
And introducing their first partner, Istanbul.
And here he is, our Turkish oil wrestler. As I was saying, that fatal four-way to determine our Nexus Titan #1 contender will include McMorgan.
Oh boy. That match just got like 110% more violent.
It did. And here he is, the Turkish oil wrestler, and apparently a astute student of the paranormal investigation. Apparently it was an interest of his before. It's part of why Seth chose him.
Well, I hate to say this about someone like Seth, but good looking out for a good partner,
Yeah.
I guess. We've seen him just rocket in some showcase matches.
But now,
let's head it over to our ring announcer.
And introducing the newest member of Jackson Investigation Firm, Lieutenant Phoenix Halleck.
Lieutenant Hallex!
Ladies, take out your firemen's calendars. I have one too. Don't worry about it.
Yep. That
He's
is,
back, and he's in GIF.
He is in GIF, in part because, as Seth put it, a lot of spooky stuff catches on fire. Also, remember, this individual used to be a partner of Papusa Monkey.
Yeah, he must have picked up a little bit of a penchant for investigations.
One would hope. One would hope. So here we go, and we're starting off with Unkley and Seth.
Tying up immediately.
Oh!
Seth going for that side suplex to start us off. But the veteran savvy of Unkley Dunk sweeps the leg, stomps him on the chest, immediately gains control. Over the top of the jawbreaker.
And going for that knee.
Seth likes going for that Northern Lights, trying to shut that down. Take away that vertical base. Pulling him over to his corner. Blood Money. Perhaps going for a tag maneuver.
And in comes Butler.
Oh! He starts ripping on Seth.
And Seth ready for the big man. But speaking of big men, well, he looks like he was thinking he was trying to decide. I think he felt like he couldn't quite get over to Istanbul. I don't know what was going on there, to be honest.
Try to make it stiff right hands to the side of Butler's head. Just focusing on those strikes.
Now stretching him out.
Yep, into that bulldog choke. Butler pushing his way out.
And, Butler just slapping that taste out of his mouth.
Big elbows trying to break out. Seth at this point should really be thinking about going for a tag.
I mean, you would think.
Well, I apologize. Those were strong words for Seth Jackson. Whatever iota of brain cell that's in there needs to perhaps consider going for a tag.
I mean, okay. I mean, that's a way of saying it.
I imagine like it's a single fish in a bowl when I imagine that man's brain.
I think you're being a little unfair there, but all right. I'll allow.
Oh, double axe handle right to the middle of the back. Followed up and just snapping the face against the ropes. Nakano Kirishima tagged in.
Yeah, but it looks like Nakano got a little bell rung there for. Oh, he's got him. He's won.
Kick out at one after all that?
All right, guys. Seth, in particular. All of Blood Money has been in the match now, Seth. You've got tag partners. Use them.
I guess they forget how stubborn he is. Kick right to the small of the back.
Oh no!
Quick escape to the outside. Oh no!
Right into Butler. Oh, they're double teaming him. Rough!
Oh my God! What a great use of teamwork there by Blood Money. Just knocking the crap out of Jackson.
I mean, we've seen recently how much Nakano and Butler have been practicing together. They had that great training match in a couple of weeks ago, which I'll point out Nakano won. And
absolutely,
Butler couldn't have been prouder of him.
Prouder and angry, I suppose, is like it's like when you try and fight your dad. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, Seth Jackson reverse grip. Ooh, into the brain buster.
That's great, but Seth is in the wrong part of town, and he needs to. Okay, I mean, great. He's going for something now.
Going for something, trying to prove himself, I suppose. Buster 1-2.
Hey, Michael, do you know what Seth calls that move?
What does he call that move?
That's what I'm asking you. Have you heard? He's never filled out. I never got the sheet from him.
Well, it should have been there. I don't know.
All right. And finally, Istanbul is in the match, and
oh, I believe that was the Justice Driver.
That was the Justice Driver. Okay, I wasn't sure.
So. Down, finally a tag made. Istanbul is in the match, facing off now against Mr. Butler. We got the two big men in. Just got a grip on that lat.
And while like you said, jawbreaker.
Ooh.
A true dichotomy of just aesthetic styles. You've got the old school wrestling look of Istanbul, and you've got the I'm the protagonist, I'm the main character in a slasher film look of Mr. Butler.
Yeah.
Although, even that's not fair. I mean, that is a stylish jacket he's got, worthy of Blood Money.
I would be afraid if I saw him near a phone booth outside in the rain.
I suppose that's also somewhat of an anime antagonist look. Oh, he's going for the pin.
I suppose. Going for the pin.
2.
Istanbul, no.
All these poor red gators.
Has anyone heard from Crockford?
Please, if you or your family know anything about the whereabouts of Crockford, please call the MNW helpline. We have one of those, right? I'm pretty sure we do.
We do. It's oddly covered with a lot of reports of Big Papa Plutonium doing things. Oh my goodness! Suplex over the top rope!
There's a belly to belly to the outside! Dear God! What a savage move from Istanbul, just sending him to the outside. That might actually build up some cobwebs in the big man.
It has been an insane day already, and this is only our second match.
Jesus.
But the multiverse is hot after that announcement by registered Anon.
Yeah, I think all the wrestlers today might be a little extra heated. If I had to take a guess. Going for the tag, he makes it.
Istanbul wasn't paying attention. The amount of communication and work Blood Money has developed, particularly the teamwork between Nakano Kirishima and Mr. Butler,
seems to be pretty unparalleled. Now staring at him in the corner.
They're all. I think Alex and Seth are giving Istanbul conflicting pieces of advice. Well, I guess he took one of them. And Seth was able to distract Unkley just long enough.
Just got Unkley
And your winners, the Jackson Investigation Firm.
Well,
Ken and Alex didn't even need to tag in, I guess.
That was unexpected.
I guess, hey, go for it if you got it.
So, the first full deployment of the Jackson Investigation Firm leads to a victory. I would say, I'm going to be honest with you, I would say an upset victory.
Absolutely an upset victory. Are you kidding me?
I mean,
they all have mustaches. They spend like majority of their time doing that instead of training. You see those mustaches?
Yes, I see those mustaches. You know what? Unkley has one too. We don't know what's under that mask. Maybe Butler has one.
That's a good in-ring interview question, just in case.
What's with all the mustaches? Wait a minute. Are you planning on interviewing another member of JIF?
No, I really don't want to do that. I was referring to Mr. Butler, who I would much rather interview.
Fair. All right. Meanwhile, tweeting out on social media, Carcaradon, gee, Jerry, that's what makes you worry? Not the fact that a few weeks ago I declared my intention to get rid of humanity in exchange for power? I can't believe you know how many people in this roster talk about, or over on Flashbang, talk about ending humanity? You know what? I'm less worried about that because you have to have a cross-purpose issue with the cyber controller on Flashbang. How about that? Haha, I pay attention to both shows. I know what's going on across the multiverse. I have to. It's my job. Meanwhile,
I would beg to differ, but okay.
Look, you know what? You can beg to differ all you want. Meanwhile, oh dear.
Oh boy.
Hang on. It's just on social media. You're getting a response from Mr. Butler is apparently listening to us backstage because he just tweeted to you. Well, since you asked Montoya, sure, I'd love to have an interview with you.
Great.
Okay, no, it's you asked. I mean,
I have a lot of respect for Blood
did
Money.
Actually
all right,
ask nicely, and you know what? Sure, I'm sure that you're not going to be nervous going to the ring with him, are you?
Mr. Butler, nah, he's. Well, I mean, he's scary, but like.
What is
Can
he
I
like
change my answer?
You know what? How about this? We got that last time we heard about the Big Oof Championship. In fact, last week, Hightower called out. He exercised the open challenge rule for the Big Oof belt and challenged Sir McCheese for the title, but not just in a title match. He called for a loser leaves MNW match. Whoever loses has to quit wrestling.
Yeah, that was a bit of a bit of a shock. It was a huge shock.
So now we're going to head to ringside and hear the Gouda Boys' response. It's Sir McCheese.
He's got a great history in this company. He owns, part of the Burning Lounge. They have a lot of good friends, Hightower has had a great career. He's having a great career. I don't want that to end for either of us. I'll give you the chance to challenge. It doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be this loser leaves wrestling thing. It doesn't have to be like that. I respect you as an opponent. Your stature alone is intimidating, especially for, just a little old Gouda boy like me.
I'm willing to let you challenge me. Go ahead. Try and take the belt from me. I welcome it, but we don't have to throw away our careers like that. I mean, come on. It's a bit ridiculous. I've gone through a lot. You've gone through a lot. Surely there has to be some other way. If you're having doubts about this whole thing, we could like talk it out maybe.
Well, I guess that conversation is happening right now.
Oh, there it is. There it comes. Acquitted of all convictions, this man, Hightower, makes his way to the ring.
You know what, McCheese? I've had a long career. I have actually been in this company longer than anyone. There's people have been here as long as I have, but no one has been here longer. And I don't care about that little hiatus I took when I got put in those slammer and trumped up charges.
I get it. That's why you should keep going. Look, you can have the match, but why do you want to take it to this extreme? Are you that certain you can beat me? Do you dislike me? Listen, I don't care about that in actuality. Just why?
Why? Because I've been in this company forever, and all I have to show for it is one tag title run. McCheese, I keep getting overlooked. I keep getting ignored, and I'm sick of it. And I'm gonna give you a fact. If I can't beat you, well,
well, what? You can't just say something like that and then do a creepy laugh, okay, dude? Things were long, but you could always keep trying. All right, that's something I tell myself. And you know what? That's something I'm going to tell you. You can always keep trying. What's with this? I don't want to say that you're acting like a quitter right now, but you're acting like a quitter, Hightower.
Listen, mister, I sell more merchandise than anyone else. You've been coasting on too long. Somebody needs to get you a kick in the can, and that's going to be me. So if I beat you, you're out of here. That gives you incentive. But there's another point. If I can't beat you, I don't deserve to be here.
Fine. Fine. You know what? You want this then? Fine. You can have it. You think that'll give me a kick in the pants? You think I'm stagnated? It's because I sell a few t-shirts? I take pictures with fans because I like them? Fine. You know what? Sure, let's do this. And I'm going to prove to you that you're the one who's stagnated then. Don't come at me with your problems. Try to twist them around on me.
That's good. That's what I want. Let's see if you got what it really takes. Can you handle all a Hightower? Well, I'll do one even better. If I lose and I have to leave town, I'll give you my stake in the burning lounge. You'll be a club owner.
Fine. You know what? I accept. You jerk. That's right. What you're doing right now is completely wrong. We could have just had a normal match, but no, you had to go and take things to the extreme, and I don't like taking it there. But I am a knight, and I will do what I must.
Okay, does that mean you're gonna, I don't know, pull out the abs? Like that's gonna impress me? No. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be bad. And by the end of the match, it is gonna be, wait for it, legendary.
Well, okay. That was Are you okay, Michael?
I'm just worried about McCheese is all, but you know, we're good.
I mean,
we're good.
I mean, it's been a day. I'll admit that. So you know what I think, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a crazy day, and there is so much more action coming up. But before we get to it, ladies and gentlemen, we have to pay the bills. Let's have a short commercial break.
Don't you just hate it when you're in a great one-on-one match, going up for a fly-high and moonsault, when you totally miss and eat more turnbuckle than a ravenous George the Animal Steel? Then you, my friend, might need to get your eyes checked. Hi, I'm former professional wrestler Dr. See It Coming, and we here at Eye to Eye Optometrists specialize in glasses, contact lenses, and overall eye health for the wrestling impaired. Our flexible, one-of-a-kind contact lenses are guaranteed to fit all sizes and be a comfort fit even as you get your eyes poked out by your mortal enemy. We even have some eyewitnesses to testify how great these eyes are. Mr. Simon the Psycho, what do you think of your new contact lenses? Oh, God! Oh, there goes our new intern. Ha ha! Come on down and book an appointment with Dr. See It Coming, and you and I will see eye to eye.
Sup, dudes? Do you want to look as gnarly as one of your favorite wrestlers on show who's holding one of the world titles from MNW? Well, you totally can, without even leaving your couch at Totally Tyler's Titles. For only $39.99, you too can own a complete replica of one of MNW's famous titles, like the MNW World Heavyweight Championship, the Tag Team, the Nexus Titan, the Interdimensional Championship, dude. So you could show off to your parents and show how gnarly you are, or you could secretly try and claim that you're formerly the title champion holder by holding a knockoff title. So come on down to Totally Tyler's Titles, where you can be a title holder today.
No official MNW wrestlers are allowed to hold the titles if they're a replica, unless you want to talk to Jim in the back.
What are you, blind, Rev? He clearly went for a roll-up reverse coil. This just can't be happening. This is some bull.
Is this you? Well, even if it isn't, I'm sure many of you have met these kinds of people, just marking up the walls of your favorite shows. Don't worry, we have the solution. With the Mark Manager. Yes, with the Mark Manager, we clean up the big marks, small marks, marks you didn't realize that were there, and marks that have always been there. We've even updated our product to help you clean off the toughest of marks.
Of course he was gonna lose the championship. If you'll look at my 42-page blog from last week, we can clearly see that the producers were going to have him. Hey, what are you doing? Huh?
So sign up and get your Mark Manager today. And remember, with a little bit of, any mark is manageable.
Fuck, it went up my nose! Come on, come all! The Observer Spectacular Wax Museum would like to welcome you and your family for our lovely establishment. Only $1 per person. Wow! Come and see the wax figurines of your favorite animals, historical figures, wrestlers, food, and even things not of this world. All of the Observer Spectacular Wax Museum displays are totally made of wax and are not made of unwilling subjects. So come on down and see the spectacular sights for yourself.
Note that all the wax figurines are all wax, nothing but wax, but they totally are not people we've kidnapped to try to leech money off of them and made them back to life. They're just made of wax.
Hey baby, it's me, Suplex Sam, and I'm here to tell you about my brand new experience, baby. On the Suplex Express, we're serving up hot dishes and hot meals for all your homies. It's time for Suplex Sam, the soup made for me, baby. Sam I am. Tired of your lunches being soupless? Don't worry, baby. Suplex Sam's got you covered. We got all the flavors. Wonton Wilson's, the beef drippings, the Doctor of Alphagetti, and the VI Pheromone.
And of course, the signature soup, the Plex, so you can have your Souplex any day, anytime with yours truly, baby. So come on down to the Souplex Express and get yourself a can of Soup Lake Sam.
Are your heebies at jeebies? Are your ants in your pants? Do you get the butterflies in your stomach when you have to go up against a 400-pound, muscle-bound murder man who's trying to beat you in the ring? Don't worry, we have the solution for you. From the makers of the laxative product Let It Go comes the anti-anxiety medication Fuck It All. That's right, with a big old scoop of Fuck It All, you too can get yourself relaxed before any situation. Hand-picked and freshly squeezed from the teats of Tibetan relaxation monks. It comes with absolutely no long-term side effects. No, not at all. Yes, the anti-anxiety can make you stand up and say, fuck it all.
Warning, this product may contain extreme doses of caffeine and methamphetamine. If consumed by more than one human, those 2 humans may or may not cause to duel or explode. And this product is very free.
High Flyer Airlines is the leading air carrier for all professional wrestling. We customized our planes to fit the biggest of egos. With fine velvet and leather seats, a custom-made full banquet by Chef Manatee, and a working vocal booth, so you can make your promos while you're on the go.
Wait a minute, this isn't a bathroom!
High Flyer Airlines. We're leading the air in wrestling care.
I'm stuck inside the booth! Introducing Mizuki and Nero action figure dolls with intense hand-holding couple action, maximum lewdness. Watch the world's deadliest power couple have intense action conversations.
Honey, did you take out the dog today? I ate the dog! Very good.
Oh yeah! Push the buttons on the back of both action dolls to get both of them to be the parents of heirs. The new Mizuki and Nero action figure dolls.
Each sold separately, but then put together as a couple.
And we're back.
Yes, we are.
So, our next match, well, before we get to our next match, we have to hear from someone. Last week, we had Defunk come out to address the issue between him and Nice Ice, only for him to get challenged by Ignacio Cervantes. And, well, it got a little hit in the ring, but we got this bit of audio from Ignacio. So we're going to go listen to this now, and it's brace yourselves, folks. It's the social outcast, Ignacio.
For the longest time, I thought Grandmaster was saying the great BOWL because I could put nachos in that bowl, figuratively. And after we made a mess, Sergeant Major Payne could use kitchen gun. Makes a lot of sense to me. When I confirmed that it was really the great bull, like a stampeding bull, that's when I went off on Grandmaster. Not what I signed up for, of course, but in doing my research, Grandmaster may have a really good point. From what I've gathered, the Great Bull is a symbol of a city-state or something important to the man who amassed so much power. When I confirmed that it was really the Great Bull, like a stampeding bull, that's when I went off on Grandmaster. Not what I signed up for, of course, but in doing my research, Grandmaster may have a really good point. From what I've gathered, the Great Bull is a symbol of a city-state or something important to the man who amassed so much power.
I don't know. I'm more confused than ever.
I thought he was okay.
You know, that's fine, because because there's so much boiling over with Cloud9, we're about to go down to the ring for three-way action. You know what? Let's just go to ringside and let the announcer take over.
Yeah, let's head down.
The following is a three-way match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Ignacio Cervantes.
The social outcast having problems with his boss, the leader of Cloud9.
Yeah, and also maybe not 100% on the same page with his other partner, Sergeant Major Payne. So he is coming down. This is maybe we could call this a cloudburst match. You like what I did there? I got a million of them.
You have exactly like 3 per episode, Jerry.
No one has ever put an actual limit on me.
And each of them is more dead than the last.
And introducing their first opponent, Sergeant Major Payne.
And here he is. It is the unknown soldier, Sergeant Major Payne.
The crowd going crazy saluting this man. Always been a bit of a fan favorite. A little bit confusing why a man of his, level of tactical intrigue would be in Cloud9, but that's my own personal worries.
That's fair, but here he is. And then he is, I guess, looking for answers. At this point, I think it's all just, it's gone a bit silly, really. At this point, I don't know anymore at all what's going on with these guys.
Well, maybe this match will somehow give us some insight into that.
We're about to find out, and of course, well, here he comes.
And introducing the final opponent, representing Cloud9, Devon.
And here he is, the Grand Master of Cloud9 himself, the funky one, Defunk. You had mentioned earlier you were wondering if DJ Milzner was looking for a new helmeted friend. I mean, DJ tried to talk sense into Defunk during this whole Cloud9 nonsense.
Did not work.
Did not work. A lot of people have actually been trying to figure out what the heck is going on. As Defunk keeps going on about the Great Bull, which it sounds great. He's just talking about a former MNW wrestler he had an epic match with.
Have you ever seen this many people dance in denial, Jerry? Because that's what's happening right now.
This is not a dance of joy.
No, this is a dance of denial, deep sadness and confusion. But because it's Defunk, it's still a good dance.
I mean, he was in that Multivania dance-off last year, although he didn't win. That was Donkey King.
Yep, the boy from Walmart actually did it.
Yeah, who in a sense does have a win over their heavyweight champion. So. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. He's an assistant to Dr. Caliban now.
He is. Oh, Cervantes wasting no time going after the Grandmaster, and Payne's like, I'll let them deal with this.
Okay, I guess we can see where most of the animosity is right now.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh, maybe not. Side capture, suplex. Ignacio over. Defunk laying in a kick, setting him up for Sergeant Major Payne.
This is supposed to be a three-way match. Oh, never mind. There goes.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, the back. That was disrespectful. The backhand.
I think Defunct expected Payne to just help him take out Ignacio.
Well, he gave it back to him. That vicious backhand, that stung emotionally and physically.
Yeah, the Cloud9, I think, does not have any silver linings right now.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's, if you're going to start an organization, excuse me, it's important that you tell your members what the hell is going on, don't you think, Jerry?
Well, sure. Plus, as Ignacio had pointed out, since the formation of Cloud9, there hasn't been a lot of opportunities and accolades for Cervantes or Payne. It's been mostly about Defunct. Oh, what a arm drag takeover from the social outcast.
Perhaps
and now
just a wily veteran taking advantage
neck breaker on
former rookies.
Yeah.
McMorgan twisting around, getting a good grip on that ankle, worked over the leg of Ignacio Cervantes there. Good chain wrestling between these two. The lariat taking down Defunct.
And now up and over. And now going for a pin. One. And the funky one kicks out at one.
Maybe trying to create his own accolade here and take out someone with the stature of Defunct.
I mean,
could be a good idea for Cervantes.
And looks like again. I think at this point, Payne's just like, you know what? I'm going to win this match.
Big right-handed shot, transitioning over. Good striking combo there.
So here's a question. At this point, I'm like, are we seeing the breakup of Cloud9?
Perhaps they could just be getting steam out, but they've been beating the hell out of each other. So see how it goes at the end of this rainbow.
I mean, I was just making a bit of wordplay when I said Cloudburst match, but
as Cloud may be bursting, Jerry. Oh, beautiful suplex there.
Again, you've got these two members of the group known as the Bad Batch, but they are against one of the veterans of MNW.
Seven, his friend from the Bad Batch, taking him out of the grips of Defunct. Good kick to the gut, pump kick, Ignacio.
Great power bomb.
Power bomb.
Oh, but
he did.
That's the problem with a three-way. You start celebrating a great move, you kind of worry there's another guy in the ring.
There's another guy right behind you, Cervantes. There he goes, dumped on the ground, going straight in for a pin.
2. Kick out at 2. Up comes the social outcast.
And no frills tackle there.
Neck breaker by Payne. But Payne knew he had to go after Defunct, but Defunct was ready for him.
Back elbow.
Oh!
Defunct, of course, in this match with the ring awareness advantage. Been in this ring longer than those two probably combined.
Oh, atomic drop!
Big atomic chop and a 1. No kick out from Defunct. Those legs is still a 2-stepping.
Into the corner. What is Payne planning?
Planning to cause pain, I hope.
He's up. And now the funky... Oh, I think we're going to see a howitzer. Oh, we were blocked by Cervantes with a great Pele kick.
That was a beautiful Pele kick. Shutting down the howitzer. Took the shell right out of the cannon. But there goes Sergeant Major Payne bouncing Ignacio's head off of the buckle. Now Ignacio returning in kind. Drop kick right to the spine. He's not going to let Defunct take the glory, though. What a shot right to the back of Defunct.
I mean, great show. I mean, really, Payne and Ignacio have been doing a great job in this matchup. And but here we go again. The veteran status 2. Kick out at 2. Payne is stunned outside. Ignacio is stuck alone in with their Grandmaster. Oh no! I think I know what's coming. Oh no! It's the wiggle. He's got the
there
wiggle
we go.
locked
We're wiggling. We're wiggling. And the tap.
And your winner, the Fun!
And the Grandmaster reminding him why he is the Grandmaster.
Doing his own little wiggle.
That wiggle is one of the most deceptively devastating submission moves in all of Wait a minute, it's Nice Ice!
Nice Ice said I've had enough.
And while Nice Ice is going after Defunct, Payne and Cervantes are fighting on the outside.
Ignacio still got some rage pent up in him. Pinging the skull of Sergeant Major Payne off that ring apron.
Meanwhile, Defunct looks like he's getting ready to go after... He was going to, I think, try and put the wiggle on Nice Ice, and Nice Ice said, "Niet."
Also, I think Ignacio tried to throw Sergeant Major Payne at Defunct.
I think you're right.
People are weapons. Oh, here we go.
From Russia with love.
And I'm going to go ahead and say, speak his language and say "niet."
Oh, wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute. What's Payne doing?
Oh,
Payne? Oh my God. Blitzkrieg.
That's how you do it, Payne. Blitzkrieg to the Russian.
Oh, okay. Chaos is in the ring. We've got...
You're going to have to send security out here to break it up.
We have people pulling in from outside. Oh God, the administration is coming out to clear the ring.
If any fans want to be a part of the show, put on a black t-shirt and jump in there.
Don't know. Stop.
I encourage that 100%.
We have liability issues.
We've always had liability issues. This is MNW.
Hey, Montoya, we could always take it up with human resources.
Yeah. I think Jerry has more of a problem with them than I do.
You were just defending the bees against them. People have that. Do you know that video clip has already gone viral on social media?
I hate the internet.
So
makes it harder to lie.
Meanwhile, you know what? As we get ready, while order is trying to be established in ring, so we can get on to our next match. Why don't we hear from somebody who has had his own issues with our administration? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Maximilian Thunder Thighs.
I'm gonna get a drink.
He's gonna take over Warzone and Flashbang. I'm not crazy. They're all crazy. They're all wrong, and I'm right.
Maximilian Thunder Thighs.
Who's there?
So this is it, huh? This is the last thing people are gonna remember about Maximilian. A paranoid delusion man who's just bent on petty revenge.
Oh, great. You again. I'm not crazy. They all are. They all know that it's the VI Pharaoh, Ozir.
Talk about Ozir again and I'm gonna slap you with my non-Euclidean hand.
But it was a...
Fair point. Max, you gotta let this go. You're going insane over this obsession with VIP. Face the facts, man. Ozir's not the main threat right now. This administration, it's growing by the week. And by the time you get your final revenge on Ozir, there won't be a Warzone left.
But we can't drop it. You know what he did to me. You know what he did to us.
We're gonna get our chance against Ozir one day, but that's not today. Jerry Aldini needs someone to stand up to these corporate bullies. And who better than the guy who could rally a whole universe behind him? Come on, man. Are you really okay with the administration taking over?
Why not? Every other world champion in their faction spouts off the same garble as the last one. What would having one run by the suits and ties make a difference?
If you don't do something, this entire roster is gonna turn into suits and ties. Yes, men and women who do nothing but ass kissing and brass boot licking. They're gonna become everything you don't like. And all that you will be remembered by is that one crazy guy bent on revenge.
Do you really think the kids want to see their hero become nothing more than a guy who just stood by while the world burned? God damn it, I hate it when I'm right. Fine, me. I'm in. I'll help Jerry Aldini and whoever else wants to stand up to Anon and his goons. I'll take on the administration, and I'll take on anybody to fix this stuff. But make no mistake, Ozir, this isn't over, but I gotta go make things right. And I swear if you have anything to do with this administration, I'm coming to get you.
And there you have it. Max might have gone so crazy he came looped around through the theory of relativity to sanity again.
I still don't think you should let him help, but whatever.
I mean, at this point, can I afford to turn away any help?
Maximilian? I mean, it's up to you, I'd say.
Well, meanwhile, tweeting out on social media, Nice Ice, tweeting Shoka Ashihara, Jim Jones, and Charles Manson all have one thing in common. They are all 6 feet under. I'm going to add Funk to that list. Okay.
That was a straight-up death threat, Jerry.
I mean, okay, Michael, this is...
Oh, I thought Manson was still around.
Maybe.
I mean, in jail, obviously, but I didn't think he had died yet.
I'll be honest, I don't pay attention. Michael, this is wrestling. Do you know how many death threats I've had since I was 27?
How many?
I don't know. I've lost count. There's a lot.
Oh.
Do you know how many death threats I've had since I became general manager of Warzone?
Several hundred.
Go look at anything put out by Theron Eldrazi. It's just what happens.
But that's just Theron. Come on. Boys will be boys.
Yeah, well, boys will now, of course, be #1 contenders for the tag belts because Anon said so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, another match that was made by the administration is coming right up. That involves one half of our #1 contenders taking on one half of our tag team champions. Let's go to ringside.
Let's head down to the ring, folks. Someone has to be enthusiastic here.
The following match is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, CJR Killer.
Here he is, folks. Special assistant to the head of human resources, Cash Job Repeat Killer.
I have to say, it is a good choice from HR to get this man on their side. If ever there were a piece of muscle that I'd want on my side, I'd choose CJR Killer.
And security is on full alert, keeping their eyes open for members of Apex. Last week, we had Zephyr Tail come out, reminding the Outlaws that Apex never forgives and never forgets, especially this man who ran over Nero Napier. That man who also... He stole the mask of La Luna El Chavo as a distraction. The Outlaws
ruthless man
wreaked havoc on the Flashbang roster just to help their baby boy, Suicide Gemini.
And introducing their opponent, one half of the Unified Tag Team Champions, Raphael Samson.
And here he is, the judge of the multiverse. He is Raphael Samson.
And this match in the lead up to what I think is going to be a legendary defense
of the tag team titles, or we might find
and,
ourselves some new champs.
I've been informed it was 2017, so not that long ago.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. It's good that Nice Ice can source his material. Not many people that will provide citation. And if there's going to be a death threat, I want it to be at least well cited.
Yep. Factual death threats only here on MNW.
Meanwhile, let's get into this action right here.
Wait a minute, Jerry.
What?
These are two substantially large competitors. Would you call this a hoss fight?
I would indeed call this a hoss fight.
Raphael Samson, the judge, already starting off, working over the head of CJR Killer.
You know, when these two teams finally face each other, it's going to be 3 hosses and a carny.
That sounds like a sitcom, Jerry.
Possibly. But one that was canceled after the first season on the CW.
Like first 3 episodes at least.
Yeah.
Big swinging DDT there. Swing and a miss, but going from behind. Good side capture. Dropping CJR on his head.
I mean, never doubt the power of Raphael Samson. He is a former Big Oof champion and currently one half of the Unified Tag Teams champions. He is a force to be reckoned with.
I think you have to be some sort of deity to doubt Raphael Samson's power, but you'd also have to be pretty crazy to ignore just the violence and the disturbing technique of CJR Killer.
So I got a private message from, apparently I got copied on an email sent out by Sandman. So we can't put it on the screen, but it reads, "Is this what you really want, Outlaws? What happened to you? People like Anon were the type of people you fought against. Now, look at you, jumping at their command like a couple of Chihuahua puppies. And for what? Tag championships that you will lose."
Wow.
I mean, as he is one of the one half of the tag team champions over on Flashbang.
People with eye patches are spiteful.
Well, think about it. How would you feel if you lost an eye?
I'd be stoked that I could wear an eye patch.
You can wear an eye patch even if your other eye is fine.
There's nothing stopping you from wearing an eye patch.
I'm ordering an eye patch on Amazon.
And a lariat from hell from CJR Killer.
Going immediately there for the pin. No. Bit of a lazy pin there. Didn't hook the leg. Went just for the shoulders. That might be a decent strategy for Raphael Samson. But you want to roll as much weight up onto the man as possible. Belly to belly. Oh, just a big throw. Release belly to belly there.
I mean, this may be a hoss fight, but let's face it. The size advantage goes to Samson. Living up to his biblical namesake.
No slouch on that technical skill, though. He's a wrestler through and through. Picks the leg for the cover. Not enough. CJR Killer still got gas.
And I don't know if you heard last night. We did get an announcement by Theron Eldrazi, but he made it to Flashbang, where he is imploring Lawson to lift. One count. He is asking Lawson to lift the, as he calls it, unfair ban on the Outlaws made by former general manager Hey Mr. Rabbit.
Well, we'll have to wait for Lawson's.
I don't know. Lawson's gotten, and I know that I report to the man ultimately, but he's gotten a little authoritarian.
What? No.
Well, here's the thing. First off, I think he's the one that actually approved of the administration.
See, Jerry, you can't trust anybody. This is why I have a coffee can filled with gold in the desert, and I invest in crypto.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hear that crypto tanked this week.
Don't mention it.
Meanwhile, in the ring, killer leg drop by the killer himself.
Big right hands to the face. Trying to keep the big man down.
Two. Count at it. Kicked out at 2.
No, this might just further the wiles of the administration. If the Outlaws do become tag team champions, that would secure them in the spot that administration want them, thus further proving that they have the power in MNW.
Maybe, but right now trending on social media is the hashtag Toss Lawson.
Well, I mean, if you could find the guy and throw him, that would be up to you, but don't expect to have a job afterwards.
I mean, it is kind of sad. He is the representative of the brass.
Oh, I know, Jerry. Since you like wrestling your coworkers, why don't you fight him? Why don't you toss him?
He keeps making the point that he is not a certified in-ring competitor. Thus, it would violate MNW rules for me to lay my hands on him in that capacity.
Wait, so does that mean I'm technically stronger than Lawson? Ha-ha!
Technically means you also couldn't lay your hands on him. You've made yourself fair game, though.
Oh, God damn it.
That's okay.
Wow.
We are making sure it's listed. It was a one-time thing. Once Multivania happens, we can officially take you off the roster. 1,
Big wheel of a head.
2. Because it's always considered a new season after Multivania.
Oh, good. Thank goodness.
Yeah, we're making all the wrestlers have to re-register at that time.
Hopping over the top rope. Oh, big slam. Just bringing the head right down onto the knee. Cracking the skull. Busting him open, actually. The blood of CJR Killer trickling down. Good belly to belly there.
And up comes... Oh! Never
Good
mind.
counter.
CJR Killer's having none of it. Oh! Shades of the All-Father.
Wrestling. Squatting down. Getting down to that guy's face on, but no. The power of Raphael Samson slips out, grabs the legs. Good looking out, military press, and bringing him over.
It's always scary when you see how high a man like Samson can jump.
See how high he can jump, and you can see how high he can just toss people as well. Ooh, again, just dropping him down, wrenching him up by the neck.
Counted at 2.
Raphael Samson bringing out some of that brutality. Well, he kind of has to, considering who he's going up against.
Oh, Bulldog!
Ooh, vicious Bulldog.
Oh, man, that's...
Face of CJR Killer pinging off the ropes. Ow.
Bloodied bruise. Oh, CJ, actually good strategic move getting that moment of respite outside. Now, just they're trading blows.
Pulled out back in, got a cheeky shot off on Raphael, but that, only made him angrier. Gut buster. Or rib breaker, excuse me.
They are just going back and forth. Lariat from hell.
Lariat from hell, just exchanging strikes that would, I feel, knock a normal man out in one hit, but just tanking.
1,
vicious straight
2
from hell blows.
Oh, there you have it.
And your winner, CJR Killer.
Raphael Samson took one too many shots. Coming out on top. CJR Killer.
And I'm getting reports that Zephyr Tail was backstage trying to find a way into the ringside area, but security and Theron Eldrazi were able to waylay him. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get their hands on him. So, there you have it. There's your winner, CJR Killer. This is not going to end anytime soon, and it's not going to end well. But there it is.
For the administration. For everyone else, uh-oh.
And Killer is our #1 contender for the tag team championships, along with Theron Eldrazi. So at some point here in the near future, there is going to be a collision between the Outlaws and the All-Laws.
Oh boy.
Meanwhile, social media has been blowing up.
It has been a buzz, if you will.
So first off, we have Graven, the Chocolate Zombie. So Outlaws want back on Flashbang. Good. Lawson mentioned the Empire, and I haven't forgotten my time as a punching bag, and I'd really love to show those two that the Chocolate Zombie is a different competitor than before. I will have to see what happens. I mean, currently they are still officially banned. And Maximilian Thunderthighs. Lawson has his hands in approving the administration. I need confirmation before I act, Jerry. I mean, we can work on that. And then also tweeting out on social media, we have Jaunt Tristam tweeting out from the Firing Line. This is Faye. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was Faye. Now that you mentioned it, Jerry, on Thursday we had Maximilian on call waiting, warning the Outlaws, mostly Theron, not to poke the Hydra that is Apex. If the Outlaws don't take it to Flashbang, well, Apex will certainly take it here. You're right, Faye. I absolutely agree with you. And we also have so much else going on, including I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep track of everything. Ah, yes, here we go. Sasquatch Wing. This one would like shot at CGR before title match. Let's see what we can do. Unfortunately, I don't have full autonomy in the booking anymore, my friend. So, and speaking of Zephyr Tail, we've got a match running while he's running from security. Apparently, you're gonna get yours, Outlaws. Till then, catch me if you can, yo-ho! That just reminds me, my favorite ride at Disneyland is Pirates of the Caribbean. Just thought I'd throw that out there. It has no bearing on anything.
You know my favorite part about Disneyland, Jerry? Leaving.
I worry about you sometimes. But meantime, we could keep jaw-jacking all we want, but we got more in-ring action we got to get to. Ladies and gentlemen, this next match, well, I warned you this match was coming. Let's just go to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Shoot Nation, Devon.
And here he is, one half of Shoot Nation, former unified tag team champion. Devon, he was in this year's C101, but he has been taking a less active role after all of that activity on the C101. But here he is, coming back in ring action. But he's got a huge challenge ahead of him, Michael.
You know, after that long, well-deserved rest, he's going to have to put those MMA chops back in the oven. Especially with the opponent we've got for him today.
Oh, it's a match. He is going to get a chance to prove himself against a top competitor.
And introducing their opponent, Representing the Murder Cave, Dr. Grimm!
Oh, I just heard Murder Cave. I didn't know you meant him.
Yeah.
Oh, well, MMA be damned. It is Dr. Grimm.
And apparently the device is active.
Yep, the device is active. And it doesn't help that man has my DNA.
You know, and of course, the one person that could possibly do anything about it is banned from Warzone.
Yep, the House of Caliban no longer allowed here on Warzone in any capacity.
So we're just going to have to see. And here he is. So Devon, I mean, if Devon can beat him.
If Devon could beat him, I will buy that man dinner if he beats Dr. Grimm. Are you kidding me?
Okay, folks, you heard it here first. Devon, there's a nice surf and turf, steak and lobster dinner waiting for you, courtesy of Michael Montoya, if you can beat Dr. Grimm.
Yeah, maybe that'll give him the motivation to overcome an insurmountable challenge.
Oh, getting
or
raped by
maybe
that
he'll
glove.
just crumble in the face of a man like Dr. Grimm. Dr. Grimm immediately goes to brutalizing Devon. Oh, good left hand from Devon into the pump kick. All right.
And he did a good job of dodging those jabs that initially were coming at him. But also, let's not forget, Dr. Grimm is, look at him. He's a big man.
This big man got that prosthetic arm.
Which is interesting because I don't remember how much you paid attention back during the Inquisition days.
I was in journalism school then.
So you may not remember that at one point Dr. Grimm was the shortest man on the roster.
Oh dear God! Ow!
Yeah, he was small compared to Devon back in those days.
Devon's gonna need to fight smart here in this match. Even if he's never fought smart before in his life, he's got to figure it out right now.
And Grimm keeps going after the face.
Raking the eyes, punching him in the face. Step up into Gary. Just whipping across the face of Devon.
Just for any of our viewers that are unaware as to the change in height of Grimm, he basically put his brain in a better body. Long story short.
That is the prevalent theory, yeah. Yep.
He made himself a bigger body and put his brain in it.
He did, yeah. Yeah, this is Grimm 2.0.
My theory is that he grew out of sheer scary. He became the scary that he projected out into the world. And that's how he is today.
Well, and also let's clarify. When I say he put the brain in himself, I mean he literally performed the surgery on himself.
Which, when you think about it, is fairly impressive.
That's extremely impressive. That's like how do you?
We don't ask.
Help?
We don't
exactly.
Ask. Yeah.
Oh, good transition there to a neck breaker. Devon ground and pound with those MMA-like strikes. Shoot Nation thusly called because these men know how to fight inside and outside of the ring. Whether that be in an octagonal cage or just on the street.
And
top jawbreaker.
Now just going for the pin, covering his face, and I think Grimm took offense at that.
May not be a good idea, but following it up, staying on him, very smart move. You cannot lay off of Grimm even for a second. There we go. Jawbreaker followed up by a clothesline. Grimm slowly gaining control back. You can't let him take the pace back to his own. It's just a matter of how much punishment can Devon take from a man the likes of Dr. Grimm.
And here he goes. Yeah, this is his opportunity. Hey, there's that steak and lobster dinner on the line, Devon.
Yeah, keep him staggered, keep him in the corner. Now to the outside. Went for the backhand there. Oh, big striking combination from Grimm. Rake the eyes once again.
I always worry about when you're in the ring with Dr. Grimm. Is he taking DNA samples?
I imagine so. If there's any, it's gonna, especially if he's raking you with that we don't know what devices could lie within that prosthetic hand.
True, and I always worry when he grabs the head. Is he measuring your skull?
I imagine this man probably has some sort of dossier filled with all of our skull measurements, Jerry. I mean, if you've ever had a conversation with him, the way he looks at you, it's unsettling to say the least.
I'm going to be honest, I miss the days when he wore a plague doctor's mask. At least
the days.
You couldn't see the eyes as well.
Good spinning heel kick there, but Grimm just shaking off those cobwebs immediately. Ooh! Oh, and there he goes. Grip on the cranium. Ooh. Sending Devon to the floor.
And now,
oh, he's got that mandible claw.
He does indeed. He is
getting out of it quickly. Luthez press. Come on, Devon.
I mean, that's Devon's best chance in the moment like that, but getting the claw on him.
Very much a desperation maneuver, but cool, calm, and collected. Grimm sends him to the outside. Kick to the leg. That clever offense is going to need more than that, though, to keep someone like Grimm at bay.
And Devon,
dumped up over the side.
Devon trying to decide what is his best course of action. He decides to keep on the offense.
And of course, the fans know not to interfere or get anywhere near our competitors, as you could quite literally cease existing in the case of Dr. Grimm.
I'm trying to decide if Devon was going for a Galaxy Brains win or if he just decided he got to get back in there.
Either way, starting to regain control here. Just laying in right hands right onto the scalp.
Devon
right
is
in the middle.
Doing an impressive showing against the Doctor.
That low-level drop kick. Oh, perhaps actually maybe putting some cobwebs in the attic here. No!
Oh! Float over neck breaker. Oh, no.
Beautiful float over. Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Remember how I said that depth charge's brine wasn't toxic?
I believe whatever that was is probably toxic.
I don't know. We don't know. We can't get a sample. You'd think there'd be residue left. There isn't.
European uppercut. Apparently, even someone like Devon having trouble going strike to strike against Grimm. Oh, now Grimm just brutalizing him, slamming his head onto the mat.
I think Grimm is saying, oh, and the claw! The claw!
Oh, there it is. Claw locked in on the mandible, that lower jaw just being wrenched against.
And whatever he... Oh, that's too much. Devon passes out!
And your winner, Dr. Grimm.
And your consolation prize, Devon, is... What do I have in my wall? Gift card to Cheesecake Factory. It has like $15 left on it. Go get some fries.
I mean, if he's able to eat solid food,
I'll put it in a blender for him. And there we go. The inevitable Dr. Grimm claiming victory. The device is active, folks.
It is indeed. And we still have 2 matches to go, folks. It's not over. We're not even at our main event yet. The main event, by the way, we've been teasing all night. So far, I have told you that the made flesh Beowulf is in the fatal 4-way to name the #1 contender for Kane's Multiverse or Nexus Titan Championship. I have told you that McMorgan is in that match. You know who I haven't told you is in that match?
Who?
The Storyteller.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
And that leaves then just one more person. But before we get to that, ladies and gentlemen, we have another announcement coming from the administration, from the desk of the HR department's head of complaints, ladies and gentlemen, H.R. Sawyer.
So I'm not in a good place right now. In fact, I should be on Easel Scorn terminating clowns with the weapons I got from Major Paint Shop all those months back. But instead, I'm stuck behind a desk, having to deal with crybabies and wannabe bitches. And then there was last week. I joined HR to help my bro, not to kick his head in. Joining HR was supposed to be quick. In and out, no fuss, do your job, and get out. But knowing what I know now, signing what I signed, I can't just leave. There's too much at stake. Then there's my teammates. I've been with them since we formed me. Heck, I made a promise to my bro. But that promise is being tested. I'm being tested. I feel like I will have to make a choice. And soon. HR or me? Whichever I choose, I feel like I will have to leave the other. It's becoming a no-win scenario. A real Kobayashi move. I'm going to deal with that next week. I just hope I can convince Anon to approve what I have in mind. And Max, I heard you talk about taking on the administration. Know this. We're not so different, you and I. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some complaints to deal with, to keep up appearances and obligations.
So heavy is the head that wears the crown of the HR Complete Department.
Did they give him his office, and is it a giant creepy room made out of shiny metal with an equally shiny metal desk?
I haven't actually gone into it, so I couldn't tell you. You can ask Sawyer, though. I'm sure he can tell you.
Weird overhead lighting. Does it look like an 80s movie depiction of a future office, is my question.
My answer has not changed in the last 30 seconds. But now, it's time for our penultimate match that we have been teasing all day. I told you earlier, VIP is going to be in trios action against a team worthy of VIP. Are you ready?
I am 100% ready. I'm excited to see they've finally given VIP some worthy opponents.
Pete, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, folks, here we go. Hold on, and let's go to ringside.
The following is a trios tag match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, VIP.
And here they are. You know, this is the first time Wilson has been in anything other than a singles match since that match at Apocalypse. That match at Apocalypse that changed everything. In fact, also, this is the first time Wilson has come out to any kind of ring music since then.
First time we've seen this man anywhere with any music or joyful noise at all.
And of course,
VIP.
I also note we do not see our head of merchandising of the administration, the Doctor of Albinomics, out here with his teammates. So yeah, this is a very interesting makeup for VIP, but let's see how the new dynamic works for them in trios action.
And introducing their opponents.
Oh boy.
The Murder Cave.
That's what you meant by worthy. Oh, I mean, Jesus.
Somebody on VIP's level. Absolutely. Somebody at the top of the hill. The Murder Cave. People have had their name in their mouths all night. We just saw their teammate, Dr. Grimm, face Devon, and now come the rest. We heard Jaunt Tristam call out Arkolf. It's because he wants to have his gatekeeper match. But they have also been very, very clear. This is the configuration of the Murder Cave that they have thrown in for the possibility of going after AAA's Trios Championship.
And what a chance they would have if I had to take any guess, but
I mean,
this is definitely going to be an interesting match.
That's for sure. I mean, we're talking veterans versus veterans, powerful team versus powerful team. So here we go. Oh, and we are starting off Chazlee versus the Beef.
Oh, the Beef immediately showing off that power.
Going after Chaz's flesh and blood arm.
Maybe
Good
the
choice.
Beef shouldn't have such a casual pace, though. That might be a mistake.
I mean, would you expect any less from the Beef?
No, I would not. But you know what? He wins these. The Beef wins these.
I mean,
we got no problem here.
The Beef is a great competitor. He's shown that time and time again. But
he wins these, folks.
But if the Beef has one weakness, it's arrogance. He always assumes he is going to win. But I would say, right now you're facing Chazlee. At some point, Azir gets involved, distracting Chaz, but not good enough. Chaz bringing him back to that corner that holds the bringer of war and the gatekeeper.
The Beef isn't. He's just a fan of positive affirmations. You know, think it, dream it, do it. No, he's not. He doesn't go into a match assuming. You got to have a positive mental image. I'm sure that's all the Beef is doing.
Sure. In the meantime, he is in there with Grizzly Adams, who is mercifully in his more relatable form.
Yeah, I was going to say, if he came out here any more hairy than he is right now, there would be a problem.
Well, and who knows what happens if they get that opportunity at Multivania. I mean, when they take on AAA, assuming they take on AAA, whereas, can you imagine AAA versus the Beef? I want to see the Beef versus Otoro Azul, don't you?
That would be an interesting match, I'll give you that.
On the other hand, the
like
Beef,
Otoro
Azul versus Grizzly Adams.
Ooh.
Either could happen, or it could be one of the other trios teams. Again, we saw Blood Money earlier today. We saw Jiff earlier today. But right now, double team on the Beef. The Beef has yet to tag in anyone. Wilson begging for the tag.
Big right hand.
Knocking him down, but chasing after Chazlee again, the Beef. All right, bringing Chaz. Oh, Wilson tying him up.
Wilson grabbing on, not letting him go. Of course, Wilson not playing games anymore.
Not at all. There is a new brutality in Wilson. He no longer bothers with nicknames. He no longer bothers with ring. Oh, spear
to the outside.
That was a
straight through the ropes.
I think that counts as a tope suicida of a unique variety. Now,
Tope messed him the hell up, Jerry.
The Beef back in the ring. Chaz following him.
Perhaps rattled the Beef more than it did Chaz Lee.
DDT!
Plant him. Oh, we're going to have horn holes in the ring again.
That's why we got a good ring crew. Beef in the wrong corner. The Beef in the red corner. And Arkolf is now in action.
Big lariat from Arkolf. Oh, the tag is made. Here comes Wilson. Is he going to victimize the Allfather?
I mean, that would be a hell of a thing. Here's the thing. Because of how Wilson came in already established from Flashbang, he never had a gatekeeper match, but he did face Arkolf in matches over on Flashbang, so I guess that counts. All right, now. Just brutalizing Arkolf.
Oh, scoop and a slam. Either way, I think the gate is open for Wilson. He's proven himself. Just taking it to Arkolf.
His that brutal style he has developed. No finesse. Just straight up, I'm going to screw you up. Now he's in the corner. He is asking people, is that when you want to see? And he's tagging in Ozir. He's staring at Ozir. That's a weird look he's giving him. He hasn't left the ring yet. Going over. Wait, what's going on, Wilson? What are you doing?
Wilson?
He snapmares the Beef into the ring. Oh, now
Wilson
backbreaker. Russian leg sweep. What the hell, Wilson?
He's just attacking the Beef. Wilson.
And now he's going after. Wait, Wilson, what are you doing? Ref finally notices Wilson's in the ring. Oh, wait a minute.
VIP is fine. VIP is fine.
VIP is not fine. Wilson
VIP is fine.
Just took out his teammates, and now he goes
VIP
after.
VIP is fine.
Oh, he low-blowed him.
He punched Arkolf in the dick.
Oh, and he's going after. And the ref called the DQ.
Your winners by disqualification, the Murder Cage.
Wilson! No!
I've got news for you, Michael.
No!
VIP is not fine.
No!
VIP is a lot of things, but they are not fine.
I have several t-shirts to burn. Oh, God.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Wilson, you sick son of a bitch.
But it's going crazy on social media. First off, Maximian Thunderthighs tweeting out about time. And then also Constantinople tweeting out, so this is what VIP deserves, Wilson? I approve. A lot of people are definitely siding with Wilson on this. I guess that's what happens, VIP, when you're a bunch of assholes.
Anyone wants to buy a digital picture of Wilson?
Yeah. And even Sir Reginald, the dapper man from over on our sister show Flashbang, saying, and I quote, "I never thought I would say this. Good show, Wilson." So that's, and then finally, we have, of all people, Carcharodon, who once again is just typing ha 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 ha. A lot of ha's. It's a lot of ha's. A lot of ha's. So yeah, I think we can officially retire the hashtag VIP is fine. Even Mr. Butler saying, you know, Wilson, the Moogle was one thing, but it takes a real type of asshole to stab your comrades in the back. So not universally people behind him. Meanwhile, you know what we have left, Michael?
We have to get back to business. We have an important four-way match to get to.
We do. We have to figure out who is going to face Kane for the Nexus Titan Championship. I want to point out to everyone, this is something that Kane came into my office and asked me to set up. He said he didn't want to wait through a tournament to get an opponent. And he specifically asked me to set up a fatal four-way of top competitors. Well, folks, if he wants it, I will never mind a person looking for tough competition and being willing to say, bring it on. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that,
is it time?
It is time. And of course, I have been teasing out all night who our competitors are. There's one person I haven't named, but you know what? You're going to find out who that is in just a moment here. So as again, which social media has gone nuts, everyone looking at that matchup with the Murder Cave still scored a victory, but maybe not the kind of victory they want. I mean, even though Wilson was attacking VIP members, I can't imagine Murder Cave's at least a little upset.
Perhaps they were entertained more than anything.
Possibly. That's true too. You know what? I got a great idea. Let's just go down. Everyone's ready. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event. Let's head down to ringside.
Let's do this.
The following is a fatal four-way match and is your main event. Introducing first, McMorgan.
So when you're talking about somebody who deserves an opportunity at a championship like the Nexus Titan, few people have proven themselves as adequately as McMorgan. He's always up for a fight. He actually can be happy even in loss as long as it was a good bout.
If the fight was good, if blood was shed, if violence was shown to the world, this man will be smiling all the way to the hospital.
That's right. Interestingly, after this match, we have been requested to end the show. We're going to be hearing from the Dagarik. But first, we got to get through this match. And, of course, McMorgan, well, he had other issues, but we'll get to that later. First, this.
You think you know me?
Introducing next, Beowulf.
The legend come to life. Beowulf.
Speaking of competitors deserving of a Nexus Titan opportunity, the winner of the 2021 Rookie of the Year award, man who has fought many epic battles, the myth made flesh, the legend incarnate, Beowulf. And what a matchup it would be if he's the one to face Kane for the Nexus Titan Championship.
Well, that certainly would cement his legend in the halls of MNW forever. It's exactly what a competitor like him wants.
But are you ready?
Introducing next, the Storyteller.
And there he is, the man who sees the subtext. He knows what's happening. He has a plan.
I know writers who use subtext, Jerry. They're all cowards, but Storyteller is subtle enough to... Oh God, even I'm not. I'm never comfortable when he comes out, Jerry.
Well, you know, it's because the piercing gaze. Now we understand why he wears that blindfold. It's just to make us comfortable. We've seen what he looks like without it. It's awe-inspiring.
I believe he's also the one who provides us with closed captioning for our programming.
Possibly. Meanwhile, here he comes. Can you imagine if he gets the opportunity? The Storyteller, former Warpgate Hardcore champion, former Big Oof champion, former Tag Team champion, if he adds the Nexus Titan Championship to his accolades.
I think Kane would see that as nothing but a worthy opponent. Maybe a little bit extra training from XR Goon, but never known Kane to step down from a challenge.
Well, and we've seen the history between the Storyteller and Kane's Sith Master.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of history there if he wins this opportunity.
Okay, now who's this mysterious fourth person?
Let's just say it's somebody on a level that deserves an opportunity at a major title.
And introducing their opponent. King West.
So, I, and by extension, Jiff, was right.
Let's just say McMorgan knew coming in he was going to get to face the Erlking, who is now the number one suspect for messing with the tables at Future Shock. And of course, former member of the Empire of Terror who wreaked havoc, who commissioned Dr. Grimm to rip the brain out of the creation and replace it with the beasts. This is a man who knows there is no depth he will not sink to.
Perhaps looking for a prize to start a new kingdom, a keystone for which a kingdom could be built upon.
I mean, the number 2 belt on Warzone. It would be, as you said, a great way to start his attempt at building a new empire. Real quick before the match starts up, McMorgan was tweeting out at ringside, "Me against a Fae, family tradition for the past 700 years. Have at it, lad." And here we go. One fall to a finish.
Oh, Beowulf immediately with a quick go behind and a German to Erlking West.
I mean, he is the legend made flesh. How many Fae do you think in his epic lifespan he has faced? I mean,
hundreds.
What was
thousands
when you think about it? These are things you need to consider.
I don't need to. I work in the booth. All right. Sometimes I go down to the ring and do interviews. Apparently now.
You know what I think is going to be a great idea, Michael. I know you said you wanted to interview Straw Hat, but I think next week you need to interview whoever wins this match.
Oh, great fun! Yeah, just throw me in an interview with a bunch of psychopaths who like to fight and or use magic to turn people into sheep.
I don't think anyone's ever turned anyone into a sheep.
If anyone has, it's Erlking.
I mean, possibly. Just don't agree to anything if that's who you interview.
Oh boy!
If he says, "May I have your name?" Just say no. I'd rather not.
He already knows my name.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't answer that question.
Oh God.
Oh, meanwhile, look at McMorgan and the Storyteller go!
McMorgan just dodging those shots, spiked him right on the back of the head with that elbow, slinging him off the top rope. Meanwhile, just bouncing the head off the ring apron. Erlking on the outside, and perhaps in a bit of trouble here with Beowulf. Maybe not respecting the legend is Erlking.
Possibly. Oh, going for an early pinfall. Beowulf realized there was trouble. He was in a bad position. Fortunately, McMorgan kicked out. All right, gentlemen, so going quick. Pete, who do you like in this match?
I'm going to have to go with Beowulf myself.
All right, you like Beowulf? Michael?
Well, I'd say McMorgan, but I feel like with this amount of skilled competitors in the ring, he's going to burn the candle at both ends. I'm going to go with Storyteller.
All right, well, yeah, honestly, though, I think I'm going with just the raw determination that is McMorgan.
So I think we're all in agreement that none of us think Erlking's going to win.
No, yeah.
I think the agreement is more like none of us want him to win.
That too.
We've seen Erlking pull crazier shit out of his ass than even this Fatal 4-Way, which, might I add, is a crazy matchup.
Although, I mean, to your point, Pete, Beowulf just had cleaned house there for a moment.
The legend indeed come to life, is living today with a big punch to the gut of McMorgan, staggering.
Is he going to do it? 2? Kick out at 2. Beowulf almost took it.
Scotsman. Still up.
Right after doing a true Scotsman check.
Oh, by the hair and a clothesline. Just forearm right across the chest. Oh, meanwhile, vertical suplex. Storyteller's in trouble.
Oh, break up. Beowulf had to jump over McMorgan to break up that pin.
Just jumping over the bodies piled up here, and Erlking's cleaned house.
And Erlking dropped Beowulf on McMorgan.
What did I tell you? You can't count him out as much as you wouldn't want the Empire starting back up. That is what's on his mind. There's a domain to rule over every phase. Wet dream.
Beowulf going for the pin, immediately broken up by Erlking. Erlking, one thing you gotta say, he has amazing ring awareness.
Does indeed. McMorgan's struggling to get to his feet, crawling towards, still actively trying. Oh, and he sneaks the pin right in front of Erlking's face.
I mean, you gotta give the man credit for that cheeky attempt.
Cheeky is definitely the right word.
And you know what? I got no problem
Erlking. Erlking, It was quite a Hearn's charge, but it was a charge nonetheless.
The Storyteller going for a breakup, but he was fighting it.
Absolutely. Storyteller now going for that pin. 1, 2.
Kicked out at 2.
Very close. Very close there. Good surprise on Erlking last. Storyteller taking it to him. Boots to the gut. Meanwhile,
I think we could all agree anything. The level of this match, as we said, these are 4 competitors that absolutely deserve to be here.
These are 4 competitors who you wouldn't be surprised to see gold around any of their waists.
No.
By being completely 100% honest.
I mean, if you were looking at who are deserving of a Nexus Titan shot, these 4 at the top. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Erlking would have missed it if Beowulf hadn't kicked out.
Erlking now squaring off with McMorgan. Simultaneous right hands there. Storyteller using the power of coincidences, I think, for that moment. Choke and a slam. One hand, the power of Storyteller. Undeniable here. But there we go, McMorgan cleaning house. What's he got planned for Erlking?
And like I told you, don't discount the raw determination of the Scotsman.
Don't count out the legend either.
Breaking up at the last. If Beowulf hadn't been there, we'd have had our #1 contender right there. But that's the challenge of a fatal 4-way. got three people you've got to keep your eyes on at all times.
Driving the head.
And there it is!
Oh, there it is! McMorgan, you were right! With that pile driver!
McMorgan!
Ends it with that pile driver!
See, and Michael, it's not going to be so bad next week. You get to interview McMorgan. Ask how he feels about being the #1 contender for the Nexus Titan Championship.
What an interview that's gonna be. And I hope things just stay clean, and I hope he doesn't get too close to my face. That's my two rules. Don't touch me.
I mean,
don't get too close to my face.
I mean, I told you, folks. I mean, yeah, you had a faking, eldritch storyteller, a myth made flesh, and an angry Scotsman.
And an angry Scot.
And the angry Scotsman is walking away, your #1 contender for the Nexus Titan Championship. Congratulations, McMorgan. Well, folks, normally we'd be out of here, but you know, when a dwarven prince says he wants to have a word at the end of the show, you know what you say?
Okay.
Go right ahead. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mick, we're going to hear from the Dagger, and I'm pretty sure we all know what he is going to address. Here he is, Dagarik.
I've seen many things. I've seen forges grow dark. I've seen dormant forges brought back to life with insurmountable fire. I've seen blood in pools larger than any man even dared to fathom. I've seen bones break. I've seen steel flash in the cold darkness of light, illuminating the bodies of untold thousands. Yet, Suplex Sam. I am impressed. Oh. I'm also intrigued how a man who graces himself up, a man who wears those plastic shades and that ridiculous gold mail helmet, but, you know, I'm starting to understand you. Because I understand now that you don't care about anything but victory and gold. And that is a man I can understand. And that is a man I respect enough. Enough to shake his hand. Enough to trade blows of steel. Enough to give a shot at my belt. So Suplex Sam, you want the Dwarven Prince? You want? Oh, I know what you want. It's violence you want. And you've come to the one-stop shop. And you've impressed me, so you're getting your shot at my gold. And it's going to be glorious. They're going to sing about this battle in halls long past. And in halls yet to be created. I'll see you in the ring.
Well, there we have it, folks. Dagarik giving Devon the shot he's been
Suplex
craving.
Sam.
I'm sorry, Suplex Sam. Oh, it's been a long day. There's been so many emotions.
Absolutely.
I tell you.
Well, with that, I think that's the end of our show, Jerry. What were you going to say?
It is, but we have one last thing really quick before we go. And that is a message to McMorgan from Kane, who is saying, well done, McMorgan. Well done indeed. So Kane approves this means, folks, we have our contenders. We have
a match.
The Outlaws going as number 1 contenders for the Unified Tag Team Championship. We have Hightower getting ready to face McCheese for the Big Oof. We have McMorgan as the contender for the Nexus Titan Championship against Kane. And of course, we have Big Papa Plutonium as the number 1 contender for Zacho Duo's Multiverse Heavyweight Championship. It is on, and of course, we're going to have to, I'm going to have to sit down with the administration and figure out what we're booking these, because we can't have them all at once. We're going to have to stagger it out. But folks, and this is all still in preparation for Multivania, the weekend of July 2nd and 3rd, a 2-day event, crossing over with our sister show Friday Night Flashbang. But we have a long way to go before we get there. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am Jerry Aldini, and for Pete McPherson and Michael Montoya, I wish you all a good night.
Buenas noches. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Multiverse Nexus Wrestling YouTube channel. If you like this video, go ahead and drop a like, share the video, subscribe to the channel for more, and ring that bell to get notified whenever we post a new video. This has been Joe, signing out.